News just coming in. Not a single rupee demanded by the services for security of facilities post the Pathankot terror attack have been sanctioned. Vishnu Shom joining us at this point for more. Vishnu, what details are you getting?
Well, Ankita, this is breaking news. Remember, the Pathankot attack, the terrorist attack on the Indian Air Force base in Pathankot took place in January 2016. And after that, a committee was formed called the Campos Committee. That was a committee headed by Lieutenant General Philip Campos of the Army. It had 3 Army members, 1 from the Navy and 1 from the Air Force. And the Campos report submitted its report, the Campos Committee submitted its report to the government, in which they said that at least 3,000 crores were required to immediately begin the process of upgrading the security of various military facilities across the country, across the Army, Air Force and the Navy. We've learned that not a single rupee which was mentioned in that Campos Committee report has in fact been given to the armed forces. As far as the Army is concerned, approximately 325 crores has already been spent by the Army from its own internal funds. But the big point is this: at a time when terrorists continue to target Army, Air Force and Navy facilities, for example, just a few days back, there was an attack in Kupwara when a captain was killed, others lost their lives as well. In November last year, there was an attack near Jammu that took place. Despite these attacks continuing, the fundamental security of our military facilities has not been guaranteed because funds have not been available. We are reaching out to the Defence Ministry to find out why these funds haven't been dispensed, but we can confirm at this stage that the recommendations of the General Philip Campos report in terms of the monetary outlay have not come through as yet. And I have various other details, if you like, I can share as well.
Right, Vishnu, do in fact give us more details.
So, Ankita, essentially, the Ministry of Defence had issued guidelines. They had issued guidelines on the 28/11/2016 to look into the security of the various facilities in the country, the armed forces facilities. This is after the Pathankot report. And 3,000 stations were identified across 4 categories: Category A, B, C and D. Category A, deemed to be the most sensitive, had 600 facilities which were identified. Category B, 100. Category C, 100. And Category D, 200. And the amount of money which had been demanded by the armed forces, and I should correct myself over here, it wasn't 3,000 which was demanded, it was 2,000 crores which was demanded. So that's a clarification. 2,000 crores had been demanded by the armed forces, and that amount of money has not been sanctioned. Not a single rupee, we are told, has been sanctioned to any of the armed forces. As far as the Army was concerned, 1,000 rupees was what was demanded for the period 2017-18 to get the process actually taking place, but nothing has been received so far, which is why, as far as the Army is concerned, they used 325 crores of their own money for strengthening boundary walls, for sentry posts which needed to be updated, to get sensors in place, to get cameras in place, to install entry barriers, metal detectors. But this is just a very small amount of the work they believe needs to be done.